Tay, how you feeling?
My body, my rules.
Those videos you made me this morning worked a treat. Am I operating? Welcome.
Today we have 6 fertilized.
Yay!
Negative. Everyone sort of stayed away from me whilst I was in there. We'll find out when I can have my sample. Tay, how you feeling? We've got our cats here today. A little bit of art going on.
My body, my rules.
Beautiful. Oh, what tablets are you taking at the minute and what are they for?
They're basically to thicken the lining of my uterus and get my body ready for an embryo to transfer so it sticks. They're called Prognova.
Prognova or Progniva.
Prognova. 2 a day for 5 days, and then I think it goes up to 3 or 4, and then I think it eventually gets up to like 6 tablets.
The dogs are at daycare, so I'm just chilling with the cats. So I'll keep you posted when I go for my sample and let you know how it goes.
Funky, funky.
Okay guys, it is the day. 7th of July. What is it, Tay? You scan?
Scan to check how thick I might have got it wrong, but my uterus lining is. Because that has to be a certain level of thickness to accept like an embryo.
Yeah.
So they're basically making it all comfy for the embryo transfer.
So you've been on like 2 tablets a day and then up to 4 tablets.
And now last few days up to 6.
Now up to 6.
Yeah.
And I've got a sperm sample tomorrow.
Hello. Oh, so sorry we're late. It was his fault.
It was Taylor's fault.
Okay, how are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
Fine, thank you.
Good.
How is it? Why are you taking your medication?
Yeah, taking my medication. I'm on 6 tablets a day at the minute.
Do you feel well?
Yeah, fine. A little bit tired, boobs sore, bloated, but other than that, it's been quite easy.
Any vaginal discharge?
I'd say a little bit more the last couple of days,
Okay.
I've noticed, but before that, not really.
But it's like a mucus.
Yeah, like
It's a
sticky.
clear
Yeah.
mucus. So today we are going to do a scan in order to see the thickness of the endometrium in the ovaries. And then we are going to take a blood analysis as well.
Perfect.
Brilliant.
This is the uterus. Oh, good. This is the lining.
Mm-hmm.
And as you can see, we have 3 lines. 1, 2, and 3.
Mm-hmm.
They are clear, they are well developed. It's 8.2, which is okay. And here, this is the cervix.
Mm-hmm.
And as you can see here in the cervix, this is a line, the dark line. We call this the cervical canal.
Yeah.
You see? The cervical canal is dilating, and this comes inside here to the uterus.
Right.
And we are going to leave the embryo in this place.
Ah. So it needs to be thick to like keep it in place. Yeah.
And is it looking good, is it?
Yeah, it
Oh.
is looking very good.
Oh, that's good.
That means that the medication is doing its job. Now we are going to see the right ovary here.
Mm-hmm.
It has some follicles,
Mm-hmm.
and these follicles are normal size. There is no big one, it's only normal size.
Is that what it's supposed to be? Because we're not using them anyway, are we?
Of course we are not going to use them. We have enough.
Yeah.
Okay, this is the right ovary, and
Yeah.
there is no free liquid around it or nothing. And we go to the left side here, and again we can see some follicles inside the ovary. And again the same thing, they are small, so that means that they don't have any activity. So that's it. I am happy with this.
Oh, good.
Brilliant. Great to hear.
Does that mean we're almost ready?
We're almost ready.
Hey!
Ah,
And for tomorrow, we need you.
my big day. I've been waiting for this.
So you have to be here before 2 p.m. because we have to do the test first,
Yep.
then go to the laboratory and in the laboratory you are going to give us the sample. After that, we are going to defrost part of your eggs. You have 15, maybe we are going to defrost 8 and leave 7.
In the freezer?
Yes.
Okay.
I have one question on the eggs actually. Are they graded?
They're graded when they meet your sperm and become embryos.
See, they don't get graded yet.
No.
They get graded when they're together.
Okay. They have a grade because the maturity of the eggs are 0, which is non-mature, 1, which is immature, and 2, they are mature, 100% mature. So that means that all of these 15 have full maturity.
Once he's had his sample, we thaw out the frozen ones, then we start making the embryos. So will that be tomorrow or the next day?
They are going to do the micro-injection tomorrow. Saturday, we will know how many are fertilized. So that means that if I defrost tomorrow 8 and they inject all of them, on Saturday maybe we'll have 7, 6 embryos.
Great.
So, if the sperm's injected into the egg, why wouldn't it get fertile?
Many different circumstances. For example, the maturity and the quality of your sperm. This is the main point, because we have to select the best of the best sperm. The other possibility is that during the injection, the egg maybe can break, and if this breaks, we lost the egg.
Understood?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Amazing. Thank you.
Tomorrow we will know if the doctor will need to use mass for the selection of the sperms, okay?
Yes, I remember.
Because it depends on what is the quality of the sample once collected. The doctor told me that maybe he will do the swim up. This is a very good technique, you know, to clean a little bit the sperm and to select the best ones.
To make
okay?
it as
Yeah.
best as it possibly can. Is it worth just going with that anyway, or does that not how it works?
The swim up is always recommended. It's actually done when the sperm requires the quality, okay? But we don't know it until we collect it.
We'll probably need it all, to be honest. I don't really back myself anymore.
The men, you know, they produce sperm constantly.
Yeah.
The issue sometimes can be that if you had an infection or something, it can be infected, you know.
Yeah.
Hopefully we will have the embryos after the transfer, embryos with good quality that will be good to freeze, okay? This is also always like a door B, option B for you for the future.
Guys, if you are not already following me on Instagram, I'm a lot more active on there than I am on YouTube. Trying to be more active and get more regular with my videos over here on YouTube. But yeah, if you aren't following me already on Instagram, make sure you do. I do daily vlogs, I do makeup hauls. I also share a lot more in depth of my fertility journey on there, like my daily journey. So head over there now if you're not following me already. Thank you. If you haven't already checked it out, I now have my own website, which is Taayblue.com, where every single thing that I'm recommending through Instagram, whether it be beauty, home buys, fashion buys, stuff to aid fertility, it's all on there, it's all linkable, and you can basically just shop very, very simply through the website without going through a gazillion Instagram highlights.
Okay guys, so it is Friday the 8th. At 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I have my sperm sample at 2 o'clock. Firstly, bear with the hair, I'm trying to grow it out. It started really short on the sides and long on top, so it's all over the place. So Tay was feeling a little bit down by the fact that initially she was taking 2 tablets a day, then 4, then 6, and now she's got to take 6 tablets for the next 12 weeks, was it?
Yeah, it wasn't that I've got to take the 6 tablets, it's just that I thought they'd stop when we do the actual transfer, but they said, obviously all being well, that it actually does work, which we're hoping. You're going to continue with them, plus progesterone.
Yeah, I don't know if you can hear that, but basically it was just the fact that she thought they'd stop once she gets pregnant, but she's got to take them for another 12 weeks along with different other things like progesterone and stuff like that. The side effects have been sort of like tiredness, you've had headaches, varies each day, so one day can be just normal, the other day it can be a bit bad. So that's that. You can probably hear I'm a little bit out of breath because I'm incredibly nervous for this test. I'm not normally nervous for the sperm test because you're just going in. I mean, the very first one I was because I didn't know what to expect. But since I've done probably 7 or 8 since, the the tests don't bother me anymore. But this one, I've been pretty stressing out all morning just for the fact that I'm just hoping that they're going to be good, to be honest, because obviously if they're not been great before, that's just a test and then they sort of tell you where you can go from there. Whereas with this one, it's like, obviously Taylor's done all of the tablets, the tests, the injections and everything like that. The only thing that I have to do, or a man has to do, is just literally go in there, provide your sperm sample and get out. So in theory, you know, I'm only like 1% in the process. But now it's come around to that process, that 1% is now feeling like, you know, I don't want to be the person that lets the whole thing down. I'm very anxious that they could, you know, they could just sell the sperm sample. There just isn't any good sperm. I don't know why it could be that, but obviously the previous results have all been pretty low. In the IUI test that we did last time, there wasn't actually enough sperm from the sample I provided, so I had to go home. Tay called me saying, you got to go back. I had to go back and stay in there, you know, and give another sample, which was quite stressful, back to back. But we will see how it goes. As soon as it's done, I'm going to be completely relaxed. Tay, did he say we find out today or tomorrow morning?
Sunday.
Find out on Sunday whether the sperm and the egg together, whether they've worked. I think we have 15 eggs. He's going to D3's 8, and then he's going to keep 7 as a spare in case it doesn't work or for future purposes. And he's going to put the sperm, the best sperm. He was really quite interested actually. He said that they have to literally like catch the sperm, try and catch the best sperm and put them together. And out of those 8 eggs and sperm together, it will become a successful embryo. And at that point, he can then choose how many of those have worked and choose one to go into Taylor. So that's the process. Something else that was interesting that Tay didn't find that interesting, but you can basically...
No, it's a very weird question.
It's a very weird question. So basically, I thought, do they freeze just the egg, or do they freeze the egg and the sperm together? So let's say today, 8 of the eggs and sperms together make an embryo. We only use 1. You've got 7 spare there. They will actually freeze them together, as well as freezing the other 7 that we've got spare, which is crazy. So there's actually sperm and eggs together frozen. Now, the freezing and defreezing does not affect the quality of those embryos in any way, and there's no time limit. So what I was saying is, if you commissioned someone you paid someone to have a freezer for 500 years and you just funded the payments, someone could freeze that egg and sperm or embryo for 500 years, and then if you wrote, you know, a waiver to say you can impregnate a woman with this embryo, they can have your child in 500 years time. Is that not crazy?
Could be among aliens.
Could be among aliens. So that's interesting. I think that's really interesting. So we're gonna.
That they can use you can use the eggs whenever you want up until 50, and at 50 the Spanish law is that you can have IVF at 50. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. For personal use, you can save the eggs up to the age of 50 in Spain. I'm not sure what it is in the UK. What, as in?
It's probably similar. You basically can't do IVF after 50.
In Spain, you can't do IVF after 50, so you can't use them. So, but like I said, you could save them for something exciting in the future. Okay, so that's it. Let's go and get it done. I'm actually going to take a little camera in there and show you where you go. No, not the event. I'm not going to show the event. Unless I charge extra for that. But I'll show you, because people are like, what's the room like? You know, what do? It's like a little room, which I will show you anyway, so describing it's pretty stupid, but I will anyway. It's a little room, and then they have like a TV on the wall, and they have some like 1990s, well, I don't know if we could say that for the algorithm, but they have some 1990s, you know, luxury TV screening, and they give you this tube and they say, we're gonna go. And then they wait out of the room into this other room, and there's a little shutter, and then once you're done, you put it in the shutter, shutter, press the buzzer, and run off. So it's quite exciting. But yeah. So yeah, I'm pretty nervous for that. Let's go for it, and I'll keep you posted. Okay, so we are here. We're just waiting for an antigen test. Obviously last time that didn't go well, but I have had them since and I was negative. So yeah, hopefully that's negative. And then I will show you where we go. Okay, we're in the room. I'm gonna go make it really wide so you can see. This is your luxury TV channel. You got a little sink there. This is yeah, and this is this is where it all goes down. So yeah, voila. And then what you do, I think is let me move that. You then put it in there and press the buzzer. And they will collect. Job done. Okay guys, I'll quickly film in here. It's the hottest day in the world in this car, so I have to be quick before I can open the windows. But basically, you know, the deed is done. We are out of there. It's always hard to tell, you know, whether you performed well on visuals because the cup's so big. So whatever you do just looks pathetic, in my case anyway. And it's always, it's just funny because you walk in there's like 5 people that I say hello to. They all know why you're there. 2 people take you down. 1 waits in another room, and then you let them know, and then you say goodbye to everyone, you know, 5 minutes later, which is just funny, isn't it? It's just a bit funny. But I'm relieved that I'm relieved in more way than one. No, I'm relieved that it's done now. It's out of my hands. Praying that it does what's needed to be done. The difference between this and IUI was because they weren't mixing the egg and the sperm externally with IUI. They basically got all of my sperm and then they injected that into Tay. That meant that you needed to have like loads of sperm. It needed to be amazing. There was a lot more pressure on that in a way. Whereas with this IVF or whatever we're going through, is they're going to take only like 8 sperm out of the millions that are the best and put them in. So, I mean, come on, this should be able to get 8. So, but I've got to get the aircon on because I'm so hot. Right, keep you posted tomorrow, and the next day we find out some blooming exciting news.
So?
Those videos you made me this morning worked a treat. Okay guys, so it is Saturday the 9th of July. We had a message, Tay messaged the assistant doctor yesterday to see how my sample went. They said it wasn't great, they said it was borderline, but they've used that MAX sort of system to clean it up, and it was enough to continue with the procedure. So we're obviously really anxious and nervous about that, but she has reassured us that there was enough good sperm to continue. So they've just called me. I was just driving, so I said, can you give me a call in 5 minutes? So I've raced in here. Taylor's not feeling too great at the moment, are you, Tay? She's feeling a little bit teary and anxious. I think it could be the medication. So they're going to call us and tell us whether the sperm and the egg have become an embryo and how many of them have become an embryo. So it's quite nerve-wracking at the moment to see if this works. I want to call them now, actually.
Okay, John, yeah. Right, so you just stay in the line and I will transfer it with Dr. Benito, okay?
Yes, thank you. Buenos dias.
Okay. How are you?
Wow, I'm very anxious. I'm very nervous.
Okay, so you are happy, no?
Wow, it depends on what information you're going to tell me whether I'm happy or not.
Okay. Yes, as I told you before, we have the frozen 8 eggs yesterday. Yes?
Yes.
All of them survived 100%.
Okay.
Then we did the preparation of your sample. We cleaned the sample as much as possible, and we did the selection of the sperm, and then we did the micro injection of all of them, of the 8 eggs. Okay?
Yeah.
And today we have 6 fertilized.
Yay!
That means that they are now embryos. 6.
No way, 6.
Yes.
Oh, that is so good to hear.
Yeah, it's really a very, very good news. And now we put the embryos in a special incubator to develop a blastocyst.
Fantastic.
That means that the transfer is going to be done on day 5. In this case, next Wednesday. Okay?
Yeah, brilliant. You can't come up. Yeah, fantastic. Thank you so much for that.
Have a nice day.
Cheers, and bye. Oh gosh. Okay guys, so we have some fantastic news. We have 6 embryos, which is an absolute massive relief. It means it's all been worth it. I was extremely worried about the quality of my sperm, that it was just going to mess the whole thing up, even though it's only just a small part in the whole process, and Tayla's done everything. So we are pretty much on the home straight now, aren't we, Tay?
Yeah.
She's explaining to me that these embryos will now get graded. It's the next step.
Yeah, they have to be A's, B's or C's to put in. Any D's, E's, F's.
Tay says there have to be A's, B's or C's to be put in. So we've got 6, so I mean 6 out of 8 is amazing, 75%. We've got 6. We've also got some other frozen eggs, 7 eggs saved as well. So potentially, if out of this 6, 1 embryo is used and it works, we've got 5 left, so that we can try again next year, and we've got them already as embryos. So yeah, what a great day today is. So we'll keep you posted. What's the next step, Tay? The embryos are gonna go inseminated into Tayla.
They're in an incubator right now, which means they're like in a special incubator. As the doctor
Okay,
said.
so I'm not sure if you can hear.
They're going to continue to grow.
So they're in an incubator now, and they're going to continue to grow them, and then once they're at the right size, they're going to put those in
5 days from
5
now.
days from now. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday,
Yeah,
Thursday.
No, it'll be Wednesday.
It'll be Wednesday,
It's today counts.
because it classes as yesterday. Wednesday is the day.
Well, we'll know for exact tomorrow, so we'll film that call as well.
We'll film tomorrow's call as well. Keep you posted. It's a good day. Hello guys, it is Wednesday the 13th of July at 3:21 p.m. We are about to go and have the insemination.
It's not insemination, it's transfer.
We're going to have the transfer. Still learning with all of this. And how are you feeling?
Shattered.
You didn't have a good night's sleep, did you?
Really bad. Obviously sleeping at Sasha's house, which was
Yeah, we're
really
staying
kind
at
of her.
Sasha's house
My
at the
older
minute.
sister, because my mum and dad are in our apartment for 2 weeks with their friends. So we went to bed, and then the aircon miraculously, just in
Stopped
the room
working.
that we're staying in, stopped working. So then I had to go and sleep with my sister where the aircon was. And it was just broken sleep, so I'm shattered. But I went for my acupuncture, had a really nice healthy breakfast, and I'm just looking forward to going and getting this done now. So we know it's done, can relax, come
Yeah.
back, watch some TV, watch Love Island.
And then we're going to fly back to the UK tomorrow. We
Yeah.
have been informed that that is completely safe. So we're going to go back to the UK for about 10, 11 days, come back to here, and then have the blood test. But we will be taking pregnancy tests before that.
Sorry, I'm just so tired.
So yeah, really excited, a bit nervous. Hopefully it all goes well. We've asked to see have we got any grade of the embryos. they've said not yet. They
We
will
need to see in
discuss.
person, but we have got one that's viable for
We've got one
transfer,
so it's
which
definitely
to
got.
me means that we've got an A, B or a C at least that we can work with, which is good news. And now we just need to get past the health test, which everybody has to do now these days when you're going into a hospital. So I'm going to do that, and also the progesterone blood test to make sure that I've got enough progesterone in my body to, I think it's to carry a pregnancy.
So we will be heading over to the hospital now, and we will continue to film there. So we'll see you in a minute.
Yeah.
Okay, so Tay's just had a first test, and we are very anxious for this.
I'm not nervous about the transfer. I'm really nervous about it. Just done it in there. And when the man goes in there and brings it out, I'm literally going to poop this out.
This is whether it's game on or game
This
off.
will literally change everything, so it's really worrying. It very nearly changed it all last time, but thankfully it wasn't me, and it only meant you couldn't come in. But I mean, if this is positive, and it's massively going back round at the minute, isn't it?
Yeah, this is a very anxious couple of minutes.
Once this bit's out of the way, I'll feel really relaxed, but it's just because of what happened last time. I'm like extremely worried. Chances are I probably did have it when you had it, but I don't know. Just took a picture of it. Is it okay?
It's okay.
Oh, thank God for that.
Oh my gosh.
It's okay. Okay, go on, Yuri.
Oh my God, thank God for that.
Sweating.
Oh my God, I'm so happy.
Okay. Okay, we are go time. This is the room that I'm going to be waiting in. Taylor's going to be in there for 30 minutes, and then she's going to be out here waiting for an hour.
Can you see my boobs?
No. And how are you feeling about this?
Fine. The most bit that I'm not mirroring it. They've done that on purpose because they know I'm
bothered,
because they know I look bloody awful. The most part I was worried about was that test because the last time I just thought that would just be everything gone. Right, well, I'm ready.
Right, well I love you. Good luck. Next time I see you, there'll be two of you. One inside. Can you believe it?
No, that's really weird. That even though I'm not, potentially might not get pregnant from this, that guaranteed it's going to be in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
good.
lay down. Okay.
Lay down.
Lay down, yes.
Okay.
Okay, excuse me.
Do you want me to hold the door for you?
Okay, you have one too. Okay.
Oh, am I coming in?
You can't go into the thing.
Yes.
Oh.
The doctor Benito
Yeah.
coming in one moment.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, gracias.
I
Oh,
think you just need to put them on anyway.
am I operating? Welcome. So, I'm going to be operating you today. We're going to be getting this and up here with an embryo. We're going to stick it to the lining, and then we're going to have a little play around, and that's about it really. And then relax for an hour. Okay, you're going to come with me? Come on then.
We need to do you down. What makes it so good?
It's class A.
No.
Yes.
Oh, brilliant.
AA.
AA. Oh,
Yes.
okay.
Hey,
Yes.
Yay!
And we have one more to be frozen.
Okay.
So we have one more for the next baby.
Yeah. And what was the grade of that?
A.
Wow. So,
Yes.
so out of the 6, was it? We got 2.
We got 2 good ones. There is one more, but the quality is not good, so we are going to
Just yeah.
the
So the
frozen.
other 4
No
were
good.
no good.
There is no quality to frozen.
Oh.
Just
Okay.
only these 2.
Yeah.
Okay, here
Yes.
you can see your baby.
Can you take a picture of it on my phone?
Yeah,
On my phone.
how exciting.
Yeah.
Okay, here, no.
See,
Take a picture.
Photos. Okay, okay, ese.
Yes.
This is the embryo.
This is
Wow.
Wow!
you see, It's very, very good embryo.
Wow.
It just looks like a squiggle.
Fantastic.
Amazing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go.
So, okay, so I'm going to explain you how to do the transfer.
Yeah.
First, I'm going to do a scan,
Okay.
and I'm going to see the uterus,
Yeah.
and I'm going to do a measurement since the fundus of the uterus to the outside,
Okay.
this length. And then I'm going to know the thickness of the endometrium. Then I am going to try with an empty catheter.
Okay.
Then I am going to put the embryo in the place.
Whatever.
And then I am going to do another scan to see what is the embryo.
Oh, okay.
We are not going to see the embryo like that. We're
No.
going to see a small drop of liquid.
Okay.
And inside this drop is the baby.
Got it.
Okay?
Yeah.
So let's start with the scan.
Okay.
I calculate.
Yes.
I'm going to do the magnification of this picture. And you are going to see here. You can see?
Yeah. Okay.
Exactly. Now we are going to do a picture
Yeah.
for you.
Okay.
Ready. This is you,
Oh, amazing.
and here is the baby.
Yay. Thank you so much.
Exactly in the place.
Oh.
Yay.
Okay, let us.
It's feeling, wasn't it?
You're out. Can you show us your picture?
It's all done.
Now we rest. Hello guys, so we've teamed up with Natural Cycles for this video. This is a company and a product that we absolutely love.
Yeah.
So basically you have a thermometer and the app, and Tayla would take the thermometer reading every single morning, enter it into the app. She will also answer a couple of questions such as, has she had spotting, cramps, how's she feeling? And then the algorithm will do its thing and it will tell her or anyone using the app whether you're having a fertile or non-fertile day.
Which on the app is referred to as green and
Green
red
and a
days.
red day. Now obviously we are using this to conceive, so we are looking for the fertile day. Then we know that we can get at it, do the thing. However, there is so many people that can use this as a natural non-hormonal contraception. An alternative where obviously you could use it, and if it's a fertile day then you just don't have
You know
sex
not to do it.
on that day.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
it's absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, and obviously we can't use it at the moment because we're doing IVF. And the reason we can't do that is because the hormones that I'm taking during my IVF process would alter the reading. You can use it with IUI, but you can't use it with IVF. But we've worked with them for, I think, 3 or 4 months now, and we're really, really happy with how
and
it
the
works.
feedback
It's been incredible.
is insane.
On both
The feedback,
sides
yeah,
as
both
well.
sides.
For contraceptive and also for people trying to conceive. I've seen so many success stories. So although we are doing IVF now and we can't use it, we'll use it as a natural contraceptive, won't we?
Yeah. And how how much more accurate is it compared to the ovulation sticks that you used to do each month?
Well, it's insane. The first thing is that you don't really need to use as many ovulation sticks because it will tell you when your green day is. You can take a test and you see it. Like any time that my app has said that I'm in a green day, I will do an ovulation test just to check. It's always, I'm in peak ovulation. So
and the longer you use it, the more accurate it's going to get. You're going to learn more about your body.
Yeah.
And even if you're not ready to conceive now, you can use the app as a contraception, and then when you switch over.
Yeah, and you get a graph. You get like a graph of your temperature and everything. Is really interesting to look at. So would 100% recommend it. Yeah.
Adios.